The challenges for us with 8 newcomers would be to try and get all these guys to gel sooner than later, to try and get these guys to come together as a team and not to really think about the individual. You know, the talent is there, but to be able to get them to buy into exactly what it is that myself and our coaching staff are trying to get our players to buy into will be difficult with 8 new guys. And just the chemistry part of it. Obviously, when you have that many new guys, chemistry is an issue, experience is another issue as well. Those are some of the shortcomings in trying to get 8 new guys to come together pretty fast. My expectations for Stevie is to grow, to be a better point guard than he was last year. Obviously, he's very talented, to be even more of an extension of myself, to be even more of a leader, take a bigger leadership role being a second year in the program. And then with Justin Robinson being gone, who I thought was the best point guard or guard in the league, those are things that, goals that I have for Stevie. Hopefully at some point him becoming the best point guard in the league or guard in the league. So those would be expectations for me, for him to lead, for him, you know, it's not really about the scoring for Stevie. For Stevie, it's about getting everybody else involved. He's a very unselfish kid. I just want him to make sure that, you know, that he gets everybody on the same page, because it starts with him, and for him to lead and for him to take ownership of this team, especially being a point guard. I always say the point guard is like a quarterback of a football team. You got to be that guy out there that takes control of everyone, and so those are my expectations for him. Well, 2 home games will help. One, it's exciting for me to be able to try and get our fan base, our student body, everybody to come out to have an opportunity to see this new team. For us to be comfortable being that we are at home, being that we will go on the road a great deal this year coming up. It would give us, I'm hoping that it'll give us a good start to get out to, you know, hopefully 2 wins and to, you know, build from there. I just think we're always comfortable at home, and we need to do a better job this year. Last year, we were very good on the road, winning games. This year, we need to do a better job of taking care of home and winning these games here, and still going out and doing the same on the road. But you always got to protect home and win your games here. We talked about Stevie. Stevie needs to take another step up. Jordan Allen's a young man that we're counting on that sat out this past year. Obviously, I consider him a freshman. I've seen him, you know, now in the last year and a half. He's a young man that needs to step up. Frederick Scott is a transfer from DePaul. Seen a lot of nice things from him. So we'll need him to take another step and really grow. Not having played that much at DePaul. Divine Eke is another young man that transferred in from Maine that was averaging 10 and 5 at Maine. He's a young man we're counting on to take another step. Guys that have been in the program, Tyre Marshall is a young man that did some nice things as a freshman that we're really counting on him to do some things in the post and obviously on the perimeter as well. So we need his leadership, being that Khalil Thomas, a double-double machine more often than not for us, is now graduated. We're hoping Tyre can take a step into his shoes and help us not to have a big fall off. I talked about Anthony Durham, young man that now this is his 4th year in the program, 3rd year playing. He's a young man that understands our program, is taking on a leadership role. He's another young man that we're really counting on. And really, I could go on and on about everybody on the team. Akeelan Ives is a young man that's really growing up in front of our eyes. We really need everybody to take a step up, being that we did graduate 4 seniors, which was a big hit to our program. We need all of those guys to step up and for everybody to play their role and like I said earlier, to buy in sooner than later. My expectations for MAAC play is to be ready to fight every night. The MAAC is this league that's really tough, a lot of great coaches in the league. I really am trying to figure out in terms of in the league. I know there was a lot of guys that have graduated from most teams in the league. You know, it's going to be a dogfight night in and night out, and we got to be ready to compete. Can't take any nights off. You know, I really think that Iona is going to be good. Monmouth, obviously, Niagara, Manhattan. Those are some teams off the top of my mind. Not excluding any other team in this league, because you know there are always a bunch of surprises like St. Peter's last year, the year they had. But just to be ready and make our guys understand that night in and night out, our league is a dogfight, and our guys got to be ready for that. Obviously, you know, we want to win as many non-conference games, but at the end of the day, it's about the conference. It's about trying to finish somewhere in the top half of the league. So when it does come time for the bracketing for the MAAC tournament that you put yourself in position to get a good seed and give yourself a chance to be able to go in there and have an opportunity to win the championship.